Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Vussy. You already know the vibes. It's your boy Vussy back at it with another one. So if you're new to the channel, I go by the name of Vussy. And if you want to keep seeing my content, you gotta go. You know what you gotta do? You gotta like, comment, subscribe, click the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any future drops. You know the vibes. So in today's video, I felt like this is an important one. I haven't done like a sit down, a proper sit down with you all to talk about how to grow accounts and stuff like, because most of the times I'm just here like talking about analyzing the market and doing stuff like that and so forth, which is fine. But you know, I feel like there's some things we need to talk about like one-on-one, you understand? And this is one of those things that we need to have a conversation about. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 tips, right? 5 very key, I was about to say key levels, but 5 important tips, you feel me? These are gonna be the 5 pillars that ensure that you become profitable and successful as a trader, right? So while it might sound simple and the application of everything might be simple, I'm not gonna guarantee that it's gonna be easy. All it requires is your discipline to make sure you put in the work that's required day in and day out. Anything else, I can't, that's the part where I can't do it for you, understand? That's the part where you need to do it for yourself. So even if you have a mentor and stuff, and it's helpful and stuff and it works, but you are the one at the end of the day that needs to put in the work, you understand? Day in and day out. So what I'm gonna tell you today in this video is very important, right? But this only works if you apply it every day. If you're gonna apply it when you feel excited, it's not gonna work. If you're not gonna apply it when you feel lazy, it's not gonna work. It's only gonna work if you're committed to the process, you understand? So let's go to a thing. First, let's talk about the first things first. So anyone who wants to start trading, we need to talk about money, right? So I told you, the title of this video is how to grow a small account into large amounts, you feel me? It's not gonna happen overnight, first of all. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's a process, a gradual process which you don't need to rush. Trust in the process. Cliche, I know, but it works. So the first thing is, you don't need a lot of money to get started. That's a misconception. People like ask me all the time. I get asked a lot of time, how much money do you think I should fund it? Should I fund with 5,000? And I'm always like, 5,000 so much? No, you don't know anything about the market, so you don't need to fund with a lot of money. You understand? We are like very blessed to be trading at this level or at this day and age where like brokers are so flexible to a point where they can give you micro instruments, they can give you standard instruments, and all these things help. I mean, if you're trading micro, it's still the same chart, it's still the same, you know, still the same chart and the same price and stuff, but it just takes a smaller portion of equity versus the normal counterpart. So if there's let's say there's Euro USD and then there's a micro Euro USD, the micro one would move in cents and the other one would move in a standard way that it moves. So don't worry about money. Even if you're 500, you can get started trading. But I would just advise you to start with currencies and not go straight to indices. I know the wave is indices now and stuff, but for someone that's starting with, let's say, as someone that's starting with about 500 bucks, I would say it's better for you to go to the currency route and start building your consistency there. And then eventually, when you have enough capital, at least for indices, I would say you can start with 1,500. You understand? Yeah. So that's the first thing that we need to get aside. You can start trading with any amount of money. Even indices now have there's micro indices and stuff like that. It just depends how you wanna go with the route. So trust me, you don't need a lot of money to get started. Get started now. You understand? So the second point that I feel like this one is also paramount to everything. So everything I'm telling you guys isn't like in terms of hierarchy, like this is more important than whatever. Everything works together as a collective, you understand? So the second one is you need to practice your entries, understand? Practice your entries. So one way, like I remember when I was still starting on my process, one way to practice entries, one way I did, I would commit to a strategy. Like once I'm practicing a certain strategy, let's say if I'm only trading trend line breakout retest, you understand? Let's say I'm trading trend line breakout retest, I would only look for those specific entries only. I wouldn't trade anything else, you understand? I would narrow it down to like a specific setup instead of trying to like master everything. Because even I'm sure a lot of you guys know about the Forex Bible. Dog, when you if you want to talk about candlestick formations, there's 1,000 of them. If you want to talk about setups, trendline setups, there's 1,000 of them. If you want to talk about patterns, there's 1,000 of them. So for you to try to memorize everything or try to learn everything at the same time, it's gonna lead you to a crash, you understand? So you need to focus on one thing. I was focusing on a certain type of setup until I mastered the setup. Then I gradually went to start practicing other types of setups just to add into my arsenal, so that sometimes, like, if I find a different type of setup, I'm familiar with it. So yeah, you need to practice a certain strategy, and once you have a strategy, once you have a strategy and you kind of fine tuning it to the kind of person you are, you need to make sure that you don't hop from strategy to strategy. That's how I feel like the best way to master entries is to just never switch your strategy. Always improve it, never switch, and start again from scratch. And learn other ways of doing things. That's what's up. So the third thing, which is also key in this thing, is you need to trade with a trusted broker in the building. So one way to verify if a broker is trusted, you need to go search up the reviews and stuff, and you also sometimes from word of mouth, because I feel like now in 2022 a lot of people are trading, right? So one broker that's been sticking out for me, like, it's INFINOX, right? So INFINOX, I did a video about it, about them last week, and they saw the video and they appreciated the support and stuff, so they hit me up to come through to they had a thingy going on, sort of a seminar going on, which I think I'm gonna upload in the next video. But for now, yeah, I saw them sticking out because I was like, yo man, who has like seven what do you call licenses, certificates to operate as a broker? I was like, damn, I was intrigued. So when I went to investigate them, I found out, yo man, these people have been operating since 2009. Like, they offer support in like 11 languages or so, you understand? Like, their leverage is up to like 1:1,000, which is amazing if you know how to work with risk management and stuff like that. It can be to your detriment if you try to, if you try to over leverage your trades and stuff. It can wipe out your account. It's very easy. So that's why I'm saying you need to be very informed when you're using leverage. So the broker offers leverage. INFINOX, they offer great leverage, but don't just go and like overuse it or overdo it, so to speak, or do too much. You need to do as far as your skill set allows you to, so you can stay afloat, you understand? So another thing that's great about INFINOX is they actually have a thing. They offer a thing. They support MT4 and MT5, which is something I had never seen with any other broker before. I was registering, like in the middle of registering my thing in my account with them, which I have now. I'm gonna show you like how the trading process with them is going. So far so good. So while registering, I saw, these people, like, they literally asked me, like, do you want to trade with MT4 and MT5? And I was like, that's crazy, that's cool. So I personally, I prefer MT5. I don't know, I just like it more than MT4. But yeah, choose MT5. But it's good to have, the choice to do that if you want and stuff like that. Yeah. So I've been their accounts are in USD. So this is a broker I recommend for people who want like longevity in the trading scene. People who don't want to like get the table shaken maybe in a couple of years or in a couple of months, just like we've seen with a lot of brokers. So INFINOX, I'd definitely vouch for them. Go check them out. Link is in the description box below. You feel me? So let's go to the fourth tip. I'm not going to give you 5 tips, you understand? Let's go to the fourth tip. So the fourth tip I'm going to say is less is more. You know what I'm saying? Let me repeat. Less is more, right? But that's not what she said. Okay, sharp. So less is more. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that, guys, is, listen, you are just starting to grow a small account into a big account. Don't try to trade everything across the board. That never works, because now your analysis process, you will analyze everything fine. This is one mistake I ended up making, a lot more than I would like to even admit, you understand? But I would analyze up about 12 pairs, and maybe I will trade 2, and then maybe there's like setups on the other 3. But because it's so much for one brain to handle, I mean, imagine like, dog, when you're starting out to trade, you still have like, I'm sure, like, we come into trading because we want money, so you're still trying to focus on getting money from other avenues, and then there's Forex, and then you have like 12 pairs. It's too much on one mind, so you need to narrow it down and take care of your mind and your body and your soul, you understand? So don't try to apply so much pressure to yourself that you end up, just burning out or crashing and stuff like that. So I'll say keep it at a 3. If you can get 3 pairs with good setups and you only focus on those 3 pairs, until they give you what you want to see, and then you can enter. That's amazing. But this thing of having like 10 pairs, no, it never works. Last but not least, and very important, you need to set realistic targets daily. You're starting with, let's say, $20 or $30. You're starting with about $20, $30. That's an amount that you can manage to grow, you understand? But you need to, don't try to fund with $30 and make 500 in a day. It never works like that. You're gonna keep winning, but eventually there's gonna be a trade that wipes you out, you understand? Because it means clearly you're over leveraging your account. So stick to daily growth over overnight millionaires, success stories, whatever. You need to grow your account daily in small portions. I mean, your account is small. If it's $30, it's small. Even if you make $10 a day, it's fine until you get to like 100, and then you gradually increase the game. Understand? So I'm gonna elaborate more in the coming days, weeks, and stuff like that. I told you guys we're gonna grow together. So right now I'm on a 6-month mission. If you want to see yourself grow in this coming 6 months, just subscribe, comment, tell me you're on board, because trust me, the content that I'm going to be bringing from now on is going to be life-changing. You understand? So I'm also on a transformation path myself, taking it to the next level, guys. And if you stay tuned and watch, you're going to see everything unravel and unfold in front of your eyes, right? So it's your boy Vussy. I appreciate you if you're still watching till this far. I'm signing out, man. I'll see you guys next time.